LEGO has had numerous attempts of creating a sci-fi centered theme, my favourite being Alien Conquest, but nothing seems to make a dent in Star Wars, or to choose a more subjective metric, nothing has distracted me, LEGO-wise, until now. LEGO is rolling out the big guns with LEGO City Space. LEGO City, one of LEGO's best-selling themes, it's more seriously tackling sci-fi now, not just Earth-based rockets and such. No, I went to a shop and bought an interstellar spaceship with LEGO City written on the box. So let's see how another LEGO theme handles its spaceships. Today will be different as I'll be focusing on the build. I will of course touch on the minifigure, but mostly the build. And we'll start with the little things and work our way up to what makes this truly special. LEGO has had many space themes, as alluded to earlier, most famously the classic space theme, and one of my personal favourites is that mentioned Alien Conquest, being a very sci-fi heavy take on space, with typical depictions of aliens and flying saucers and the rest. LEGO City has had some space-centered sets, though mostly rockets and space shuttles. It's mostly been based on real vehicles. So what's new? This shiny new banner, of course. I mean, now City has fully embraced sci-fi, even including some representation of aliens. Though just quickly about that banner, this isn't just a City exclusive thing. The space tag has spread across LEGO's other themes. Dreams, Technic, Classic, and even Friends has this tag attached to some of its sets. This is a pretty cool multi-themed theme? So to get this out of the way, the minifigure. It isn't anything special. It gets the job done, but I find the printing to be kind of bland. Its backpack is something new to me. It's a nice mold with a stud on it. I hope this trickles down to other themes, as this concept would make a killer ARC Trooper backpack, or something along those lines. Here it's used to attach a jetpack, which makes the minifigure look a lot better. This thing has some really nice parts usage. Move over though, this ship is truly the star of the show. We'll start with the shape and the overall profile of the ship. Whilst being a proper foray into the sci-fi space, I really enjoy the Earth vehicle influences this has. Combines elements of a jet fighter and space shuttle. This helps it remain anchored in that LEGO City theme, as this could very well be along the lines of what actual spacefaring ships will look like in the future. It has that quality about it. It of course comes with some sci-fi flourishes, like these jets at the back looking very sci-fi. The inside of the cockpit also has a very sci-fi holographic control panel. That is a printed piece by the way, very nice looking. Also some nice parts usage for steering controls. And just a side note, well, it didn't feel like just a side note at the time, but not a single sticker in this entire set. All these details are printed. For reference, this thing is half the cost of that Dark Trooper attack set. And just a little reminder from when I looked at it, wants us to stick the entire thing together with them. The only gripe I could raise is the side profile of the ship is very flat. This set definitely has its angles. This does lead me nicely onto price. This thing retails for $17.99, and you get a lot of LEGO for that money, but also consider, yeah, not integral to my appreciation of this set, but if we're comparing to Star Wars, it's worth mentioning. Just comparing price to pieces with that previously mentioned Dark Trooper attack set, it's not even close. Even the similar in concept Obi-Wan Starfighter, once again, it's not even close. Moving on, this set has very solid construction. It's a dense package. The use of plain parts was nice to see, again making this interstellar ship seem more grounded and a part of that city theme. Despite all the moving parts, the ship manages to keep a sleek profile. That is very prone to fingerprints, my goodness. Speaking of those moving parts, this is where we get into my favourite aspects of this set. The set features a very well integrated gimmick. Push down the battery here and it opens those engines up at the back. I did not know this was how it was going to work. I guess I didn't pay enough attention to the back of the box. Though because of this, it was a very pleasant surprise when it came up in the instructions. The gimmick is also integrated with a diegetic flare. The thing used to activate the gimmick is a battery, featuring the same battery indicator as the minifigure jetpack. Just to add that little bit of visual storytelling on top of it all, these flaps at the back can move independently as well. As someone who has reached an age where I only display these sets, this is definitely shelf material, with many ways to go about showing this thing off. So my first impressions of this new LEGO Space Takeover is amazing. Perhaps I'll be looking at more of these sets in the future. It's nice to be tempted by something other than LEGO Star Wars.